What it do, Lawton Fort Seal? It's the CEO, DJ X-Man. And check it out, Lawton Fort Seal. You want to check out this interview with the man, Claudy D, go to our Facebook page at KJMZ.com, or you can go to our YouTube page at KJMZ Radio, all right? So, got the honor and privilege once again. Holla at my man. When I tell you this brother shocked me when he first started out in the music business, I was really surprised because this brother, man, is a child of God. I should say a momentum guy.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
Okay.
We can't take that out. Absolutely.
Absolutely. And he just blew up, man. Claudy D, what's going on, man?
Man, I'm for sure what to do, man. It's your boy Claudy D with X-Men behind the mic. Y'all know what time it is. It's all to God, man. All the glory go to God, you know. And I'm always gonna be honored to say that without 97.9 Jam, there won't be no Claudy D. Because I remember the first time I hear my music play on 97.9 Jam. That's what really assure me that, hey, that's the goal. That's the green light. Go.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I couldn't stop smiling for some reason. I was driving to Texas before I hit Burke Bennett. I hear me playing on iHeartRadio. I said, what? And they play my song after they played Lil Wayne and Drake. I said, oh, that's the confirmation.
Yeah.
Right there, I gotta go for the city.
You gotta go for it.
Yes, yes.
So
yes.
With the accident, you are from Haiti, correct?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
So what was it? What's it like? You know, we know Claudy D here in Lawton.
Yes.
Tell me about Claudy D from Haiti.
Claudy D from Haiti, man. The same way you see me here, that's the same way I was in Haiti, man. I wasn't one of the luckiest one. For God to rescue me out of 1 million people that suffer is because I was God's chosen generation. It's all about the heart and how you think about others. Since I was in Haiti, I always put people first. I always want to be a servant. I want to serve people. If I serve you, someone will see that they will serve me.
Oh, absolutely.
If that makes sense.
Absolutely.
And when I was in Haiti, you know, come from in a low class family, like we call it here. And sometimes we have it, sometimes we don't have it. But we never forget that God knows that we're there.
Yes, absolutely.
You're always gonna look out for us. And it's happened, the mission was 25 miles from where my parents was living at. And from me going to hoop at the mission, even though I wasn't a great basketball player, and sweet basketball player, to helping them building houses and other stuff.
So you was a basketball player?
I used to.
Okay.
It wasn't a great one, but I used to, you know.
Okay.
And then helping them building houses, and that's how they get involved. See something good out of me as a little kid, and they start sending me to school and take care of me and finish high school and bring me here to go to college. And they always looking at me like they don't say they expect me to do anything to pay them back, but I already knew they sow the seed. They want to see something good come out of the ground, and that's why I told myself, I want them to be proud to go do it for somebody else.
Oh, absolutely.
Because I'm doing good.
Absolutely.
And right now, when I go to my house in Texas, they don't know what to do with me. They're so proud of me. It's just like tears.
Just bring tears.
Tears. And I'm going to keep it that way. Okay. Because I'm represent the flag and I'm represent the U.S. Because I got kids here. I got to stand for both flags. So what I mean by standing for the both flags is to keep doing what is good. Because, you know, even the Bible said that do good as much as you can.
Yes.
With no expectation.
Oh, absolutely.
Anything I do, I never have an expectation.
And man, when you come here, man, you and your wife always bless us, man. With, you know, with goods, drinks, and everything, because y'all keep us smiling.
Yeah. But in fact, shout out to Simply Jazzy. She couldn't be here because she got to pick up my kids.
Okay. Shout out to can't forget Jazz.
No, I can't forget that. Shout out to me, to Simply Jazzy and the Bishop's son and the Bishop's son family, everybody that listening right now. Y'all know what time it is, man. 97.9 Jam. Y'all keep it locked.
So is your mother and father still in your life right now?
Yes, my mother and father here still in my life, but in Haiti they passed.
Okay.
So I got sisters and brothers over there. And I used to go, but now since they shot the president in Haiti and the country turned upside down.
Yeah.
It's a chaotic scene. That's why recently, I don't know if you've been following Facebook, I've released one song for Haiti called Have Conscience. The reason why I call it that because the government over there, they be stealing and don't do nothing for the country. When US, all other countries give a lot of help. And they choose to just take it and go to the other country, buy big houses, nice car, and the people hungry for food.
So
and
you wrote that song.
Yeah, I wrote the first song, Tell Them Have Conscience.
Okay.
And the song not even released until now, but it blew in Haiti.
Wow.
As I'm talking right now, this song is blowing in Haiti, all over the news, all over TV.
Really?
And I said, okay, if my people embrace me like that, let me try to do another one to talking about the president that died to set the people free. Because basically it was a hero to me. The reason why I say he was a hero because he's the only president in 32 years they've been stealing in the palace that stand up to tell people the truth.
Wow.
And they kill him just because of that, because he stood up to say, hey, look, man, stop that stealing, man. 32 years I've been doing that. They mad at him. And that's why today he's not alive. And I feel like, oh man, he died for me. Well, I got to do a song for him. That song not even released. I finished this song with my producer. Shout out to Future, man. I can't forget that.
We can't forget Future. Can't forget
Raleigh J Future. Y'all know who y'all are, man.
Yeah.
Don't keep me naming. Yeah, I know. The whole town. You know I love you, man. And
so
and I got
you actually, so not to cut you off, so you actually did a tribute
yes
for the Haiti president.
Yes.
And they're playing it right now over in Haiti.
yes. Actually, the news media just tagged me on it. He's on my phone right now. I was playing it while I was driving. He's all over the news. Yes, it's all over the news.
So
and
you are like almost an ambassador right now to Haiti.
yes. But even people told me, hey man, there's a radio. I was in an interview last night with a radio 99.1 FM. And they look at me on Instagram and sent me an interview, 10 o'clock almost. I was on the phone with him. And then they told me, man, we just bump your music right now. The first time on my show, we get almost 200 people call.
Wow.
He said, hey, do you think if we set you up to come here do a concert, you're gonna come? I said, I'm always available for my country. They said, we promise you nothing gonna happen. We were to give you backup security if the president was gonna have. I say, the only backup I need is God. So don't worry about no people with big guns.
Say that again.
Don't worry about no people with big guns gonna come around me to make me look like something I'm not. I say, I'm gonna go to that country. I start picking up trash as soon as I get off the airplane. He said, wow, yes, I just said that. Because it is my country, it is your country. Why do I need people to work with me with guns when in US I don't have that?
True.
I go wherever I want. I just get up and go. Why can't I do it in my own country?
That's true.
Where I born, where I was at.
Right, where you born and raised.
I said, whatever we got broke, we need to get together and fix it. Something is not working. Let's get together and fix it and work in one accord.
I like that.
And I teach them something very vital. He said the show last night had 1,000 people was watching it the first time in the history. He showed it all that people. Man. Because he just played this song one time, everybody start calling, people start hitting him up, and that's what the show. He said, I'm gonna set you up for another one. I said, easy now. I said, easy now, man. You know, but hey, it's all for God. It's all for God, man.
I love that.
It's all for God. Like I was talking to somebody that called me last night, say, hey man, let me ask you a question. If you become famous and rich, what would you do? I said, I'm not seeking famous. I'm not seeking to get famous or rich. If he comes, I know what to do with it. I know what to do with the wealth. I said, I have thousands of people here where I live in Latin Oklahoma that's sleeping under the bridges. I can find a place for them to never sleep under the bridges again or sleep hungry. Because I know what the hungry is, man. I've been there. I don't know what breakfast, lunch, dinner was until then people rescue me. Wow. If I eat a plate, it's because I was like, oh, why you say that on TV? You live in the state. That's the truth.
Yeah.
You don't know why people love Claudy D. I'm gonna tell you the truth.
It ain't where you at. It's where you're from.
Yeah, I couldn't do it, but God did it. I got to give him all the glory for what he done in my life.
Man, I love just.
I'm a piece of testimony that working. If he can do it for me all over in Haiti, he can do it for anybody. That's why I tell everybody, no matter what you're going through, even if you're sleeping under that table, God got your back. It's not your time for him to get to you yet. There's somebody, you under the table, there's somebody outside on the snow. Let him get their own outside in the snow first, and he'll come to you. He know you there.
I love it. Man, you just like
he knows you there. He can forget about you. He put you on earth.
Right.
He put you on earth, man.
I love just speaking to you, bro. How many kids you got, man?
Man, I got 2 kids.
Boys, girls?
I got 2 boys, but the smallest one, which is 3, is the boss.
That's the ringleader.
That's the ringleader. The 9-year-old, I'm cool. As soon as you give him his Nintendo game, he didn't care about you. You only see him when he need food. This little one, when I get off work, I need to sit right here until he goes to sleep.
Yo.
If I'm writing music, by the fact, he's my music partner. We write music together. We do everything together.
Oh, you're 9-year-old.
Yes.
No,
that's the little one.
Oh, the little one.
The 9-year-old is a Nintendo game player.
Wow.
That's why he's focused at. But the little one is always sitting here when I'm writing.
So
music.
what's his influence in you writing?
That's a good thing. I like that question. I wish I have time to write. If I have time to write right now, I'm putting out more songs and more albums. The way I work while I'm at work. While I'm working, that's when I be singing. While I'm working, I'm singing. I prove it to my coworker the other day. I say, do you know how to do music? He said, no. You go home, right? I said, I never have time to do that. I'm gonna show you. And I just on the line spit to him, and I just go to feature and my music done. When I go, he said, no, you don't just do that. I said, that's how God always, put the music on my path. And I be struggling with something I see, and I said, God, give me a verse, start. Give me something to start on. And I be singing, working, singing, yeah, I do something. And
it's just like that.
Yeah,
huh?
just like that. It's the same thing when I work with my boy TBS. We don't really have time to write. I say, hey man, this is the title, this is the beat. We choose any beat. Anything we hear that we like, it's okay.
Right.
We're gonna do similar to this. And I tell them, hey, this is what we're working on. That's the beat. And that's the title. That's how we usually go. Give him the beat and the title, and I meet you in the studio.
Yep, and y'all just go for it.
Y'all just go for it.
Okay.
Because we've been working with each other so well, and we don't have to sit and spend 5 hours writing, really. It's not like we try to make ourselves sound better than other artists. It's not what we try to do here.
But you're blessed with it.
Yeah, but I'm blessed, and I got a 99 job, so I still got to keep the family paid.
You got 99 jobs.
I got to. I got to.
I love it,
I
man.
got to.
So when you're writing and you say God, puts it in your heart and everything, what comes to mind when you see what's going on in the world today?
Sometimes I be struggle with it, and I'm the guy, even if I'm struggling with something, the only person I really want to talk to is God. Because after my first wife left me, I was suffer in the apartment by myself before I had my first son. There's sometimes depression make me wanna, why don't you just jump off the balcony? I say, no, I got you. I got you. I got a purpose for you. I be sitting on the balcony. I used to live on E Avenue, on those Wayne Tree apartments. There's a little balcony. I be sitting here. I'm so depressed. I said, why I'm even leaving God? I be talking to God. I bother God every day. There is time people never see me outside. I'm inside, talking to God day and night. And one day, God told me something. People, oh, how did you hear from God? He spoke to you if you really listen. Sometimes you don't have to give God. Yes. Just sit. Don't say nothing for all day, all night until you hear him spit to your ears.
Just listen.
God spoke to me. I started crying and I broke in tears. God said, I have a purpose for you. But I'm not going to tell you what the purpose was, what the purpose yet, until you find the purpose. And I said, okay, all right. And I go to church. A pastor come to the church and he said, everybody born with a gift. You have to find what your gift is. I said, oh, that's what God said. God said, I have to find what my gift is. That's how I translated it. Because I can say, he said, he got a purpose, but I don't know what the purpose is. And then I went to church on on that following Sunday. The pastor said that at Woody Life Church, I never forget. And I come on, I said, God, please direct me in the right way. Direct me in the right way. And I said, okay, everybody have a purpose. You got to find what it is. I said, okay. Let me start with music. I didn't know how to play nothing. I go to film school. I said, that's probably my purpose because I love music. Dave, shout out to Dave Wilson. He took me from nothing and he turned me into a bass player. And Dave Wilson, I went over there. I said, Dave, man, I want to learn how to play that. I bought a bass and I went over there with the book and he said, okay, we can do that. He set me up on lesson. Before 6 months, I'm a bass player. I said, that's my calling. And I'm up there playing at the gospel. I'm bumping bass up there. My brother was in the band too. He's my witness. Bumping bass. Nobody know where that come from. They just show up, start playing. I didn't tell people I was taking class until later on.
Right.
Saying nothing magic. If you set your mind to it, you're gonna give it to you.
You're gonna give it to you.
And then later on, and I'm telling people it's not magic. I don't just get up and play it. I can come and lie to you. I go to school. I've been in that school 6 months. Now his time, he told me go out there, try with the band while I'm still in school. And I pick up so fast, I already playing with them. They say I got level of somebody that been the bass player forever.
Right.
So okay, good. God, that's the purpose. And I'm up there, I never said nothing. They put a micro in front of me, I'm playing. I never sing loud, but I'm singing to myself, if that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
I'm learning. There's people out there that really know how to sing. They influenced me to learn how to sing.
Right.
I didn't sing a lot out loud. The micro in front of me, I never said nothing, but I'm singing to me.
Right.
And I said, okay, I'll be going home in the shower singing. That's gospel. But one day, God really direct me to R&B. That's when I had my son. Now, when I'm driving with him, everywhere I go, my son is with me because mama got to drug and DHS get involved, give me my son. I'm a single man with a son. Now, everywhere you go, your kid go with you. And I used to listen to the music without no limit. Now I have a limit because I have my son. I'm afraid, oh man, I don't know what's gonna come up on the radio. Sometimes good song comes, sometimes song come with word that's not lined up for kids. You gotta turn it. I said, oh God, won't you use somebody to come with music where parents don't have to care about listen to? After that, I said, man, I don't think nobody gonna ever do that because they will focus on that kind of music.
Right.
And I said, I spoke it over me. I said, God, why don't you just use me? Just use me for your blessing. I told myself, I said, just use me. I don't need nothing. Just use me so the world can see you use a broken man like me.
So I know one particular song that I love hearing when we play it here, and that's The Most High.
Yeah, The Most High.
When you and TBS got together on that, what was the concept? What was the mindset of doing The Most High?
Okay, The Most High is a friend I have that called Mo Fire. He came, he gave interview.
Right. Yeah, I remember
he used to live from New York. And he used to live with a guy here in town named Hook. And one time Hook, wife kicked him out. I didn't know. He been sleeping on his couch forever. He never told me. Until one day I take him out to eat. I said, let's hang out, man. I take him out to eat. And when I'm ready to leave and shake his hands and he dropped his head down, I said, talk to me. God put me in your way to talk to me. After I tell him all my story, how I got here, how God went in Haiti, rescued me. And he broke down to tears at the table. When we're ready to leave, we shake hands. I feel like something not right. And I go to this guy, I say, talk to me. I want to hear what you got to tell me now. He said, do you know I've been sleeping on my car for past 3 months? No. I say, I will never let that happen. I say, even if I'm on my last dollar, if I don't have a place to stay, come sleep here, I'll put you in the hotel. And that's when he told me the wife kicked him out. And since then, he's been sleeping on his car. And I told him, let me tell you something. If God can go to Haiti, rescue me, when I didn't know what lunch, breakfast, dinner was. When I'm going to the mission, I have to walk 25 miles every day. I'm talking to God, walking back and forth. He rescued me to put me here. He can do the same thing for you too. Let's pray. You sit on his car, pray. Do you know 2 weeks later, Mo Fire get 2-bedroom apartment with beds, with his own studio equipment, with everything.
Blessing.
Before he moved back to New York, he never slept outside for the day that I met him. He was sleeping outside. To the next following week, God gave him 2-bedroom apartment. He just met a friend. He do Uber, and then he was talking to the friend, and friend said, "Listen, and talk to me just like you know." And he talked to the friend, tell the friend, after I'm done, I didn't even have a place to go sleep.
Man,
the friend put him in the hotel, and then after that, the friend get 2-bedroom apartment for him. Make sure he eat, make sure he's straight. There's nothing but God. And then that's when, after he called me, he said, "You're not gonna believe it." He said, "God works." I said, What do you mean?" He said, "God really work. Your God." He said, "Your God really work." I said, "My God, God really work."
Yeah.
And then he said, "I need to talk to you." He pulled up on my driveway. He said, come on, get in. I said, what, get in? I said, "I'll follow you." I'm the guy that like to drive my own car in case if I have an emergency. I follow him. He goes with me in Rogers Lane. I'm not kidding you. Explain. He get 2-bedroom apartment. He ended up giving other people place to sleep. And I said, okay, God, you the most high. That's where the most high came from.
Wow.
That's why I say you can't ask more fire. He's the most high.
Wow.
You can't ask more fire. He's the most high.
I love that song. I love that song.
That's where the song came from. The story behind that song is very deep.
After hearing it, yes.
I was looking at that song on YouTube the other day that had 5 months, 20,000 K. I say it's all for the man out there that I can see.
Man, that is a beautiful thing. So what's the next project that you're working on?
Oh, I'm always working.
I know you are.
Not sitting down writing, but I'm driving, I'm working. That's how I work, you know.
Yeah.
My third album already almost done. We just hold it. We're gonna release it little by little because, you know, I was talking to the Superman man and you know, y'all got so many songs I've said here. I feel like I'm watching the movement. I say I gotta put my break, you know.
Well, you know,
yeah, I gotta put my break a little bit.
Well, you like most people come here and make an impact, but you, TBS, the whole crew, y'all made like a stomp here in Lawton.
No, it's God, man. It's not us. We couldn't do it. It's God.
And I talked to my boss man, Superman Tony Tone, and we'd be like, man, this guy just came in and just took over Lawton. Like, but it's not like you took over Lawton like, yeah, I'm here.
No.
You took it over like, I'm here, God.
Yeah, that's what I want them to see.
I'm here, God.
I don't even want to see. I don't even want to say I'm here. I want them to see God is here. There is the story behind me. If God can go to Haiti and rescue me, why can't he do it for somebody that here?
Yes. And it's such a blessing that you came from Haiti, came to little old Lawton, and put your foot down in the music game.
It takes 3 planes for me to get here, but you're here. God is in the top of all the country, all the earth. The same God that in Haiti is here too.
Absolutely.
The same God in Russia and wherever is right here.
Man.
But if you believe, you shall receive.
That's right.
A lot of people, they be asking God, 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 God. Why don't you quiet a little bit and let him tell you something?
Like the song say, God's got a story to tell you.
You got a story to tell you if you listen.
If you listen. All you got to do is just listen.
And I was listening to a pastor preaching one time. He said a lot of people don't know how to ask. They ask for stuff they don't really need.
Or they ask and don't know how to ask.
To ask.
You got to be specific with God.
Thank you. Because when you ask him, he's gonna really give it to you if you really mean it.
Mm-hmm. And he's gonna give it to you even if you don't mean it. Sometimes
that's why I say.
And that's why he always say you gotta ask. You gotta be careful what you ask for.
I work with a guy, and he came to me. He said, "Man, this is something good in you." I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "You always smile."
Because you gotta think where you came from.
Yeah, he said, "You always smile." I said, "Because I'm blessed." He said, "What do you mean you blessed?" I said, "I will see. You don't know my story yet. Let me tell you my story, man. I was one of the lost ones. The struggle, broken. You can name it, man. Dirt.
Now look at you.
I said, now God take me and told me to who I am. I said, what I meant by that, somebody that you can sit and talk to. If he didn't rescue me where I was at, would you ever met me? Yeah. He said, I got a story to tell you. He said, my son in the army, they sent him to Germany. He gave me his house. He gave me his car, switch all the paperwork to me. I said, that's the thing you asked God probably when you were young. You said, God, I want a house or a car, and you forget about it. And now he said, you're right.
And now you're blessed.
Now you're blessed with it. God said, you were asking me for that 10 years before today. I give it to you. I said, not your son. God told your son to give it to you. Mm-hmm. And nobody ever do anything without God telling you to do it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Man.
Because I believe everything on earth belongs to God, man.
Absolutely.
I mean, somebody can, I'm going to make it clear. If somebody see that Jeep I'm driving outside, instead of killing me for it, if you want it, ask me for it. I just throw the key, man. I would rather work, I see you happy instead of you do something you're not proud of. I used to be on my last dollar in my pocket. God said, give it to so-and-so, and I give it. Right. I remember the first time I got baptized at Wooded Life Church. That night I was supposed to sleep hungry. While I slept outside where I was living at, and the guy walked up to me and said, God said to give you $50. I said, thank you very much. My fridge was empty. I didn't have nothing to eat. See, always looking out for you when you pass it around.
Mm-hmm.
You never empty.
Never.
When you pass the blessing around, it's coming back at you.
Man.
Pass it to X, pass it to Tony, Tony pass it to me. That's a blessing. That's how it goes.
See that?
And I love it when I see other people blessed because I know my next. If you're not blessed, how your neighbor gonna be blessed?
That's right. You gotta bless others.
You gotta start with somebody before you get to you.
Bless others and then you get blessed.
Thank you. Then that's me. Man, that's Claudy D.
Man, I'm getting ready to wrap this interview up, but tell the listeners out there, excuse me, how can they reach you?
You can reach me on YouTube, Spotify, Amazon, Apple, you name it. It's all you gotta do. Type Claudy D, CLAUDY space D. You find me anywhere with this.
And you are everywhere because every time I turn around, I see you on Facebook.
I'm everywhere.
You're on Instagram.
I'm everywhere. I'm a people.
Twitter. You're everywhere.
I'm everywhere.
And I love it, man.
I'm always looking for something to do or somebody that really need my help for me to be evaluated. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. It does. It does.
I'm always searching. I'm always looking. What can I do to make it different? Because one thing I realize that I can never have in this planet is to live forever. Since then, it doesn't matter to me. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
If I can live forever, that's what really was gonna matter to me.
Right.
I can't have that, but nothing is matter.
But you want to leave an impact when you do leave this earth. When you're gone, you want people to know that was Claudy D.
Yes,
that was the man who just gave me his last dollar when I didn't have anything. That was the person that gave me a ride when he seen me walking.
Yes.
That's an impact, dude.
Especially the new generation. Shout out to the new generation that's coming behind me. Yeah, I know I'm representing y'all, man. Especially the new generation. I want them, whenever I leave this earth, for me to leave my footprint on earth, where they can say, man, if God can do it for Claudy D, he can do it for me. That's the only thing I want to hear. If he can do it for Claudy D all the way in Haiti, the guy that don't know what lunch, dinner, breakfast was, he can do it for me. Don't ever forget that. Whoever listening to that is a big God. If you suffer with depression, whatever going on to your life, hey, man, get to your bedroom, talk to this man. He's the only one, man, that can solve any issue or problem you're going through.
That's it.
He did it for me. I'm a testimony right now. I'm living well.
It's a blessing.
It's a blessing. The same blessing is for everybody. If you believe, you shall receive.
Man, Claudy, I thank you so very much, man. You bring so much energy every time. You, your wife, TBS, when y'all come up in here, man, it's like the whole station gets lit up because you don't speak negative. You always speaking positive.
God is in this building. The day that I stepped my foot in, and I know God was here because you can tell when you walk to a dead place when people never smile. When I walked to this place, everybody was smiling happy. I said, that's the place God wanted me to walk in first. And I told my wife, she managed me, and I say, I want to start local. Some people, they're looking for Los Angeles. They're looking for big state where them big rapper. I'm not seeking that. I want people to know that I'm here in Latin, Oklahoma.
And they know.
That's the only thing.
They know.
Because them big rapper that in LA, they start in LA. That's why now people talk about LA. One day I want people to say, I want to move to Latin, Oklahoma because Claudy D live there. Now people are going to leave LA to come live here. And they're going to get to hear the word of God when they come.
And I hope they stop by right here.
They will.
You know what I'm saying?
They will, and because you're gonna have to build a big old wall to put Claudy D's picture somewhere.
Yeah,
it's not here yet.
We're gonna definitely put the picture somewhere up in
It's not in here yet. We're gonna keep working.
We're gonna put that up there.
I'm gonna wait on my time. I'm not rushing the movement. Like I told Mr. Superman. Shout out to the Superman man. Thank you for everything. X-Men, y'all know who y'all is. Last night I shot you out on the Haitian interview.
Really?
Yep.
I got shouted out in Haitian.
Shout out to 97.9 Jam, X-Men, Superman, man, JNL, LJ, Christine, the whole crew. Y'all know who y'all is. I don't want to miss anybody to give you out.
Hey, Tim Extra B, Pierre the Don. We just one big happy family, man. And when y'all come in, y'all just like part of the family here.
We are. And I'm gonna say it again loud and clear and bold. Without 97.9 Jam, there would be no Claudy D. You hear me? And I mean every little bit of it.
Hey man, we sure do appreciate you there, Claudy, man. Shout out to you, your people there in Haiti. I hope things get better there. And we thank you so very much, man. Once again, the man of the hour right now, y'all. You already know what it is. It's Claudy D. It's your boy DJ X Man. Don't forget to like us on YouTube, Facebook, 97.9 Jamz. You can like us on our YouTube channel, KJMZ Radio, website, kjmz.com. Check out the interview, man. Peace out. I'm out of here. Claudy D.
It was a pleasure, X Man. And no other one, 97.9 Jam.
All right, we out of here.
Keep it locked.
All right, we out of here.
All right.